We also have these this stupid thing, the young MAGA article that came out and the photos that accompany it in New York. All of these young Republicans in New York who are so unique and so crazy. Oh my God. Yes, I did see the kid in the article that just simply wants to say slurs. Here, New York Magazine did a cover story where Brock Collier reported the young, gleeful, confident, and casually cruel Trumpers who, after conquering Washington, have their sights set on the rest of America. This is the article from the Intelligencer. Let's see if this still freaking works. Oh, it does. Thank God. Okay. The cruel kids at the table among the young, confident, and casually cruel Trumpers who, after conquering Washington, have their sights set on America. Here, I'll summarize it for you. It's a bunch of young Republican dweebs. That's it. And despite the reality that they're a bunch of young Republican dweebs and are accurately reported on as being a bunch of young Republican dweebs. Hold on, I just turned off the... Oh, here it is. The Republicans actually looked at this and thought this was like very positive coverage of them. Here's one choice part of this article. Also, the Red Scare podcast, not a joke. No, I know it's not a joke. I think what a lot of people fail to remember or fail to consider here is that many of these podcasters and whatnot. Wait, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. Many of these podcasters they're backed by Peter Thiel. Like they serve a propaganda purpose. Hold on. What am I reading? Here's one choice quote from the article that I thought was really great and basically summarizes a lot of the anxieties that some of these people have. Here it is. 6 months into Biden being president, I was like, I can't do this anymore, says a 19-year-old New Yorker who once quite literally had blue hair and attends Marymount Manhattan, which he describes as 75% women and 23% the T word. He had supported Biden, trans people, he says, but as a slur. But I hate watching the things I say. I took a much farther horseshoe around this time. Later, a former Bernie supporter who looked like the most Bernie supporting person one could imagine with long curly hair and a plaid shirt told me the same. He wanted the freedom to say the F slur and the R slur. I do believe that this is an understandable demonstration of American politics, though. And here's why. Yes, these are some of the lamest people on the planet who are mentally stunted. 100%. These are also some of the most privileged people on the planet. Because clearly, if your political worldview revolves around not being able to say slurs freely, you are a deeply unserious person. I think there is more honor and more decency in a lifelong Republican living in Arkansas who says, I don't really understand much, but it seems like everything got way more expensive under Brandon, so I'm voting for Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck. That is a normal position that someone might have. Overlooking the consequences or even placing, I think, a lot of undue faith in the Trump administration aside, that makes more sense. This, on the other hand, is purely because you are a silly person with no wants, having all of your needs addressed, so now you're just looking for other things. Having said that, however, it is perfectly understandable that this would be a political demonstration in the United States of America. Why? Why is this a perfectly viable political movement? A viable political want? It's because this is all what American politics is. It's the politics of spite and resentment, and it's the politics of doing harm to others in general, harm to your enemies in general, because neither party actually goes out and says, hey, we are going to improve your material conditions. The Democratic Party is not like the party of the working class as it once was, or at least the ways in which it marketed itself. So, of course, all matter of American politics under our duopoly is simply a demonstration of cultural signifiers, identity markers, whether it be showcasing your resentment towards certain identity markers, or whether it be showcasing your defense of certain identity markers. I see this as two sides of the same coin. One party signals merit and virtues. The other party signals vices. But ultimately, none of this is real politics. Real politics is often happening on the class dynamics that are left unaddressed by either party, or rather, only addressed in the direction of one class, the owning class, the capital owning class. That's it. So if politics is about nothing at all and simply about saying Latinx or simply about saying slurs, then yeah, of course, some people are just gonna be like, yeah, I just, neither party gives me anything, but at least this party gives me the freedom to, this one party gives me the freedom in my mind to say slurs. But you can literally say those slurs like no one's arresting you. They just don't like you. Exactly. You're absolutely correct. This is the other side of the equation, which is that these people don't simply want to say slurs, okay? Because you can say it all the time, every day, and some people do. What you actually want is to be able to say that and then not receive any pushback whatsoever, and also maintain normal friendships and exist in polite society. That's it. They want to be loved by others. Now, the problem is that's not going to happen. You're not going to be loved by others, saying slurs or not, because you're a repulsive little freak. Like, that's it. And the quicker people understand that, I think the easier of a time they will have identifying the reasons as to why they are not well liked. Okay? And maybe provide real solutions for why they are not well liked. Anyway, yeah. From Medicare for all to racism for all. This guy was like, I was a Bernie bro and I wanted Medicare for all. And now I simply want to do racism for all. I've decided. Because yeah, if you have no more confidence, okay, if you have no more confidence in like any sort of material improvement happening, then you're going to hyper focus on silly shit that impacts your life. And if you're a bad person, then there it is. This is your politics now. Yeah, here is the other side of this equation, of course, which is that conservatives are oblivious to any sort of understanding of culture or the arts, art direction or whatever. And liberals engage in this sometimes too when they will get mad at anyone being highlighted, even if it is a means to criticize them. And this guy is a perfect demonstration of that. He says, the Roaring '20s are back. The lighting and everything makes these perfect. The oldest president ever brought forth the most youthful political movement in American history. Not realizing that, one, this is all of this imagery is meant to, critique these people, mock them. This photography is purposely mocking. If conservatives actually cared about art, they would know this. And secondly, why are you taking ownership over the Roaring '20s as a positive? Do you not have any understanding of American history at all? Like, what is happening here? This makes no sense. Like, do you not have any understanding of what happened at this time of unimaginable wealth inequality, which is ironic because now our current level of wealth inequality has reached past the point of the Roaring '20s, as a matter of fact. So I don't understand why this guy took ownership over that as though it's a good thing. Oh man, these guys are sweet. They look like the children of oil and rail barons. Those are not the good guys in the story, man. What the fuck are you saying? Oh, hell yeah. The antebellum South is back. Look at my slave owners. This is awesome. Fantastic stuff. Like what? This is not a positive. What the hell is wrong with you? Hold on. I'm just trying to set stuff up. Sorry, chat. Okay. I'm going to be honest, dude. Watching the decline of America is so satisfying. I empathize with the oppressed, but still, karma can be beautiful. Yeah. The problem is, for those of you looking out, looking from the outside, looking in to the heart of empire, you fail to recognize that when America goes down, we take the world with us. This is not a moment of celebration from the outside where you're like, haha, look at you fucking idiots. Like, I get why you feel that way, but I think that there will be far more devastation to come in this process. I don't know, at least like my knowledge of history is accurate here. I fear that empires don't die without a fight. They oftentimes swing wildly in every direction they can before they completely collapse and another empire rises from the ashes. You know what I mean? That chatter is a cunt? No, he's just, I think, Iraqi. One could even say that what our country did to his country is quite literally the beginning phases of the death of American empire, which is what I was trying to explain to people. Don't show this to Cutie. Yeah, I don't think Cutie's getting into an F-35 anytime soon, but here, let's look at this one. More instances of dying empire. I can't tell if this is real footage or not. It doesn't, it's just like way too clear. Like, what happened here? Hey, dude, guys, it's not funny. It's not funny. Okay? It's not funny. Planes only do that when they're extremely stressed. That's not funny nor cute. Hello, plane expert here. Planes only do that when they're in grave stress, dude. Does it have its stolen flap on the back open up during takeoff? I mean, if the AP covered it, yeah. Pilot safe after F-35 military have suffered significant damage in accident at Alaska base. Not gonna lie, it's gotta be embarrassing for the pilot on that slow parachute ride down. Yeah, as you look at the smoldering ashes of this like billion-dollar project. How much is like the cost of one singular F-35 at this point? It's like it gotta be like $500 million, right? Something like that. 100 million? Okay. It's an insanely expensive oopsie, is my point. The control system on modern fighter jets makes them so aerodynamically unstable on purpose, so they are more maneuverable. Also, the F-35 is a hover system, so lots of possible places for issues to happen. And when they do, is basically you just have to eject. There's no saving it. Another angle. Oh, let's take a look at the other angle. No, this is the same video. It's just longer. The pan over to the parachute too. It's so funny. Just slowly panning over to the parachuter. The pilot as he drifts away in the wind. Hey guys, yeah. Something devastating has happened. I bet that felt good as for the plane when the pilot ejected. Yeah, one moment of absolute joy. The plane climaxed.